I'm not really a big fan of throwing both of these up here because I think you're just slowing down when Underlord gets good. But the idea is just that you can straight run at them and they can't do anything because you're tanky, you hit kind of hard. But
yeah,
we saw the level 1 trade definitely not going well for them, and Spirit Breaker on his way back in already.
Yeah, Shadow Demon putting down Underlord, but again, you got the crush coming out from Slaughter. Actually, only hitting the one though, I believe. And Underlord's going to end up falling right here. That'll be a first blood. For you got Spirit Breaker, the turn kill chance on a Vengeful. He's trying to run him down, but without sprint especially, not going to chase him. And now Slaughter, he's in a lot of trouble himself. Out comes the Magic Missile. Goes out of Crush again, only hits the one. They're going to be blocked up by Spirit Breaker. They want to give it to Vengeful, it almost looks like, but they'll just take it in the end. Shadow Demon does. And that's another kill. So, yeah, maybe get the idea, but here, Lifestealer currently 15-3, Centaur 17-3. So this really has been a 1 versus 1 for the I guess Warlock has kind of been down here, but seems like he's been able to do enough. As top lane, by the way, Underlord and the Magic Missile coming out. And Slaughter's going to run here with the Crush, but again, just getting here a little bit too late. Raccoon playing the Vengeful Spirit, more than enough damage to secure that kill. Ideally puts him ahead and allows to set up said kills, or again, even just as a farming tool. Very, very efficient ability. So one of the main reasons why we see so much Centaur lately on the competitive scene. And again, the idea of an eventual Ags also kind of being talked about as a really powerful item too for that teamfight presence. Top lane again, Underlord in trouble. Pit of Malice, gonna root them in place. One more auto attack, cannot get it off though. Actually, Underlord will survive, and they set up the turn kill right there. The swap on a Shadow Demon trying to keep him alive, but he just simply was not far enough to do so. And now Raccoon actually could be in some trouble as well as Underlord's running in. The Firestorm, no, he's gonna cancel it. Good job running the other direction. Wave of Terror coming out. He's going for the turn kill, actually, and he will get it on a Slaughter. And now he's going to continue to run out of that Firestorm and keep his distance. Not only is he going to survive, but honestly, they can set up a turn kill onto Underlord right here. Yeah, Shadow Demon puts him under. And it comes that W of the Soul Catcher, and that's another kill.
Yep. Closed it out.
Well played.
Yeah, the idea, you saw like the concept behind the Underlord starter there. If you can get the T1s by like 12 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And when he picks up this early Helmet Dom, it really gives him even more flexibility, getting that huge creep early on. But we'll have to see. I've liked the idea of it for a while. It's never going to be a right clicker to the likes of Juggernaut or Anti-Mage or something like that. But as far as just giving something quick to your team, it's a good option. Entirely free farm. The one thing I'm a little concerned about, though, is when you see Underlord drafted in a lot of the upper tier games where it's been played, he almost falls into this pattern where he Firestorms if they push under tower, gets a couple CS there, and then he just falls back and does the jungle camps with Firestorm on the side.
Yeah. And
just kind of rinses and repeats. Whenever there's not a wave at his tower, he just falls back and Firestorms. Especially with Venge maxing this aura, the lane's always going to push into him. So I don't think they ever need to move up. They never need to go aggressive and get in those dangerous spots where they've died 6 or 7 times top. Astral, and level 1 and 2 Astral is such a short range that you should never be getting caught by it, but he kept running up a little too far, getting grabbed by it, and then he gets put in a situation like this where it's just not great.
Nope, Chaotic Offering coming out, but yeah, Tinker needs to run this whole time. That Sanity's Eclipse will finish him off. Warlock, though, standing his ground, looking for the turn kill onto the OD would be big, but it's not going to happen, at least just yet. He goes back and he puts under the Chaotic Offering right there, actually, and Warlock one auto attack away from death. He will go down, but OD, it comes at a cost. He decided to stick around, and actually the Golem ends up whacking his face into the ground. So, I mean, a 2-for-1 exchange, actually, and OD going down. It seemed unnecessary, but
Radiant's top tower.
This is a very good team at surviving. And actually, speaking of, they're going to go in for a kill, actually, on a Lifestealer, try to address him. Finally, he will infest a creep, though, and he will survive as a result for the time being. Underlord nearby to assist with where he can, but they're like, ah, screw it. We'll just go for the Underlord, though. But here comes more support, actually. Infest pops out. Underlord, he's still plenty alive. Going to throw out that Firestorm, and now the dire side is the one that's on the run. But here comes Vengeful. Plenty of damage to assist. A Lifestealer running into a trap, essentially. He ends up going down as a result. So they finally get the target they went for in the beginning. 1-for-0 after all that.
Seemed like so much happening to turn into a 1-for-0, but such a hard team to kill on both sides, honestly, if they're playing it properly. And the idea behind support Slaughter is you have these Tranquils, you have the Talon, and you just don't die. If you can play it safe, jungle a camp here and there, get a good gank off, eventually you get your blink because you're getting passive gold. But every time you die, you're setting yourself way further back on that goal.
Speaking of that, another death, and there's a second one coming out on a Warlock right there, and Underlord's going to just try to hug the trees. I mean, he has Dark Rift. He could use it right here just simply survive yourself and get away from that onslaught coming out the bottom lane. So, and still not to be negative Nancy over here, but the Kappas are in a dangerous spot, and that's continuing to be the trend. Swap onto the middle lane of the Lifesteal, that level 2 swap. You see the range coming out right there. And now Lifestealer once again in a very vulnerable spot. He does not have support nearby. He's just going to infest a creep, but he can't move with that. And he will go down. The lockdown is just too much to handle. Spear Breaker, the Nether Strike, it's a bash procs there. No way you're getting away from that one. Yeah.
It's kind of sad. Odie's Arcane Orb used to affect Roche, so it would actually be a huge boon in helping you take it early on, but
wow.
It just doesn't anymore at all. So he's quickly gone from an okay hero to go Roche to like one of the worst in the game.
Yeah. not so good, but you're really come online yet. I mean, he has the bots, that is, and he's.
I mean, no, he hasn't, just because he can't actually kill anything right now. He didn't go a bunch of points in laser. He ended up going back from March, so just not enough damage.
Oh, actually, top lane, they do get the kill on OD. Tinker does end up falling. Warlock goes down as well, but obviously the Chaotic Offering doing a bit of work up here. Vengeful's tanking the golem.
Man fought that golem.
He's like, I want you dead. He's going to have the Aegis pop, of course, so he'll come right back up, but a little curious decision-making right there. Centaur, he will be picked up, pushing up a little bit too far. Didn't really have the team support. Again, they're diving past the secondary tower to do this. Yeah. It's somewhat of a mistake here, you could say, from UTF, just as I'm praising them, so way to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just massive overextension, either as a joke because they feel like they're too far ahead to lose, or an actual misplay, but yeah, definitely a pretty large misstep for them, giving away a couple pretty important kills.
Yeah. Oh, Lifestealer, though, can he actually tank it up? Vengeful going to swap out at the last second. Now Shadow Demon's like, crap, he goes down. They still kill the Vengeful, and now Spear Breaker, you see Dark Rift going out. That's almost going to hurt their chance if I were chasing for the kill. That's only Underlord, though, at least, and Spear Breaker, yes, will get taken out. I mean, a quick note, you can cancel that Dark Rift, and if I was Underlord right there, it almost felt like that would have been a better choice, but I decided to go through with it. But anyways, they get the kill. That's what matters. And yeah, the overextension results in a little bit of a comeback chance.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost anywhere on the map pretty safely. He just needs to take advantage of that, push out the lanes they're not pushing at the moment, and kind of do what we saw in the finals of Game 1, where you just had a person constantly split pushing lanes out so they couldn't pressure your base.
Yeah. I tell you, player perspective on a Tinker, you ever do it? It's just all over the place, right? Oh, the swap, by the way, but he's porting still. The magic missile comes out, and they will catch him in the end. So, yeah, they have a lot of catch, too, for this Tinker. So, to be fair, it's also a difficult game for him in that aspect. Trying to finish a game against a Tinker, it can be pretty difficult for reasons like that. But bottom lane, they are hunting once again. They're going to find the Lifestealer. You see in the background, they put under on the Slaughter to prevent him from helping out, and they do kill Lifestealer, and now it's Slaughter's turn to go on the run and be hunted himself. He will pop the TP, catch him in time.
That's just an absurd amount of items for 20 minutes in the game.
Yep, you gotta remind yourself, looking up at the clock right there, that yeah, we are only just over 21 minutes into the game even, so very early on, but yeah, the Vengeful absolutely fun. Warlock, that's unfortunate. Trying to do some counter war. That's a very active cliff right here. All the wards coming out from either side, but he will be unable to do so effectively, and they just keep the push going now, so.
Yeah, the Warlock put 2 observers up on that cliff.
Did he really? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh, yeah, look at that, he did. A little bit of a misclick there.
Slaughter ran up to Iron Talon, the Dire Ward, to give his life. He had to get the ward. He did get it.
Hey,
so.
now they don't have vision there, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to screw them over. They kill Underlord. I think
he got the ward. But at what cost?
Ah, that's my line.
Is it?
I've said it once or twice before.
Oh, I didn't know.
Bottom push coming out. Centaur, well, OD more so leading the way. He's way back here. Again, overextension is real somewhat, but you know what? They're only dealing with 2 heroes right now, including the buyback from Lifestealer. I think actually Slaughter even buying back right there, but trying to go any infest do so. You got a chance here for the Radiant side. They're going to jump in, actually, the infest inside of Slaughter's Shadow Team, though. But again, he puts himself under. That's what we're talking about, a lot of the saving tools that they have. 4 staff away. You see eventually he's thinking about maybe swapping, but that seems like going to be pretty risky. He gets the turn kill to Slaughter, though. And now Warlock, he's feeling the pain. Sanity's Eclipse comes out. Down goes the Warlock. He got the Chaotic Offering off at least at the last second, but now they're just going to kill it off in the background. The swap onto Underlord to finish him off. And that should all but do it here. They're going to win this fight. Now, not many buybacks to be had. In fact, Underlord the only one. And I think they're going for a finishing push, perhaps, at this point. Is, yeah, diving into the base, going to take out the Tinker. UTF, I think they're going to be moving on here, most likely. All right.
Yeah, looking like it. I love seeing these open qualifiers, and I like this patch at the moment because there's not some extremely broken opening where you can pretty much just win the game. I used to play some of these semi-pro things, and I played some of these opens back in the day. And we had a team that was like mid 5K that we just jumped in and played. And we figured out, like, back then it was the style of the Visage draft style all the way through these tournaments.
Yeah.
So I like the diversity this has got going on.
Nice. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Again, we and like I said, the first day and even yesterday, we definitely have been seeing quite a different. I mean, obviously there's always going to be your staple heroes, so no one's suggesting that we don't see the same heroes every single game, but we definitely have a diversity of strategies from game to game and from team to team, and you know those also those curveball picks or whatever you want to call them make appearances too. So let's go ahead and hop into the bean match, though. It's safe to say that this one is pretty much wrapping up, and I know people want to see a fan favorite here, so